Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, xotorilaine Crafts. My name is Victoria. So in today's video, I need to clean up my craft room. So the holidays are over and this room is a mess. So today is December 31st. As you can see, I have some Christmas decorations up in here. I have boxes in here, things that I bought over the holiday season and gifts, and just things that I just need to clean up in here. Also, I'll be making some winter themed decorations to replace the Christmas trees up here. I like to have some type of crochet decoration on this floating shelf up here. So I need to brainstorm some ideas of what winter theme project I should have up here. We probably won't be doing it today. I'm gonna give you guys an overview of how everything looks. So first we're going to start by gathering all the Christmas decoration and putting it up. Over here I brought in my Christmas themed car hanger from outside, my Santa themed bow, and I already got my Santa hat in here. The next thing I'm gonna tackle is the table. Wipe that down, put everything on the table where it needs to go and not on the table. And then I'm gonna tackle everything that's on the ground and put up the yarn that's been sitting there since we've been back from Chicago. So put that yarn back and just clean up my yarn space on this side. And then we can open what I got from Amazon and just reorganize this whole yarn wall back here. Alright, so now that's all done. Now we're on the floor right in front of my yarn shelves, and I need to empty out these 2 crochet bags. I brought a lot of yarn to Chicago thinking that whole week I can complete like 5 projects, but the only thing I completed was those 3 trees and the Grinch. So we have a lot of yarn that we need to put back on the shelf that's just been sitting here. So let's go ahead and get started on that. That's all done, I'm actually gonna throw this away and make sure everything is out of it. I'm throwing this away because I had this for way too long. The handles are like peeling and the stuff just gets everywhere. So when I was pulling out my yarn, some of the flakes just got in my yarn. So this is going in the garbage. And then this one's just gonna go back into storage. I use this tote bag for other things. But to replace my old crochet travel bag, my husband got me a new one for Christmas. So he got me this new brown one. It's like a leather material. So this one's like a true craft bag. The other one was just like an old book bag that I had. It is very deep. I feel like I could put a lot of yarn in here. And then it also has a lot of pockets on the inside. And it also has 2 pockets on the side and a place where you can charge your phone or any device. And then the front is a zipper pocket. I'm guessing you could put like crochet hook. Well, I guess that space will be too big for crochet hooks, but it has a lot of space and 2 pockets inside of here, even like smaller pockets right here. And it is actually a book bag, so it has straps right here. Oh, I forgot, it actually has a zipper in the back. I guess I'll zip it up. I guess put whatever you want in here. So that's pretty cool. I'll definitely be able to fit a lot more yarn in this bag compared to my last one. So initially I was just gonna store it right here on this side of the shelf, but I bought something that's just gonna go in place of this instead. So I'll be right back. So these are the 2 boxes that I just got from Amazon yesterday. Let's open this one first. No. Let's open this one first. So, can y'all guess what it is? It's something that I talked about in my last crochet vlog when I was organizing my yarn shelves. Let's go ahead and open it. So I got a laundry basket, and if you have not seen my last video and you're like, why did you get a laundry basket for your craft room? Well, I got it to store all of my polyfill in to clear up this shelf right here. I just don't like how it's just in the bag just sitting there. And I saw a video from Cameron's Cute Creations, and she just stored her polyfill in a laundry basket, and I thought that would be a great idea. This basket is gonna go in the corner. They both came from Storage Works off of Amazon, and I'll link it down below. But I'm gonna go ahead and fill it with polyfill and clear this row off. And this last package was also more polyfill that I'm just gonna add to the laundry basket. All right, so that's all my polyfill, and I love that it has like a top to it so it won't get dusty. The filling won't get dusty or anything, or dog hair, because Callie likes to come in here and just chill with me. So I like that it closes. The only thing is I have memory foam as well because I wanted to make some plushies that were a little squishy. I'm not gonna put it in there with it, obviously, because it's polyfill and then it's memory foam. It just won't match up. I'm just gonna sit it up here. Now I have an empty shelf, so I'm just gonna move my bins down 1 row. And then honestly, this one, I gotta clean this out. Look, it's a mess. What I organized about a month and a half ago is done. So I need to reorganize that really quick. Now that is not jumbled together, because I can't say that is organized, but it just looks better than what it did before. For this shelf, I'm gonna put all of my temperature blanket yarn right here, and since it's a different brand, it's the I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby. It's gonna go on this shelf, so I cleared a spot for that. Now every type of yarn has its own designated shelf by brand, minus this one at the very top. Y'all know this is the only row that has mixed brands on it. The rest of Crafter Secret is up here, 2 big twists, and then this is all loops and threads. Obviously all of Red Heart takes up this one shelf, and then up here is just my chunky yarn and Burnett fuzzy yarn that I have. So I guess these 2 are the only ones that have mixed brands. I'll come back in a little bit to show you guys the clean studio room for the new year. I'm just gonna throw away all these boxes and then put up the bags and stuff, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so it's been about a whole week since I last picked up the camera to finish with this vlog, and I do my studio clean for the new year, but I'm back to continue the vlog, and I wanted to show you guys that my temperature blanket yarn came in about 3 days ago. So it came in like a day late than what I thought, but I got my colors. So they're all in this bag. I am only doing, initially I wanted to do 9 colors in my temperature blanket, but when I looked at it, I felt like white stood out too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the colors and then set it out so you guys can see what I was talking about, or see what I'm talking about. So I have navy first, dark country, antique teal, sea blue, Arctic ice, gray mist, gray beard, graphite. Then I had white. So originally I had white. I had antique white, dividing the blues from the grays. And I felt like that white was just too harsh of a transition. So I just took white out and just did it like that. So I feel like Arctic ice and gray mist is a good transition from the blues down to grays and then go back to dark gray. With that being said, this antique white is now going to be my border in between each month. And I was watching some temperature blanket videos and they were like, do you have a border? I did not think about having a border for this, or like a mark to divide the months. So it still worked out perfectly fine that I have white. So white's just going to be used to divide each month. So an update from my crochet goals video. I actually decided to do the year that I was born instead of this year. So I thought that would be pretty cool, and just, I don't know, I just feel like to do a little twist, a different twist on the temperature blanket. And I found a website, I think it was UWeather, and then my mom found another website, temperatureblanket.com. These obviously might not be the exact temperatures from all those years ago, but it was still pretty cool to get an idea of the temperature for the year that I was born. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the temperature blanket chart card. Now that I have that done, I'm just gonna put all of my I love this yarn right here. Here is my shelf. I definitely need to probably use a yarn winder for that yarn down there. It looks a mess, but my updated little crochet, or my little yarn corner. Now that we're done cleaning and organizing my yarn shelf and cleaning up this room, we're gonna start crocheting. So in today's video, I went to crochet some winter items. I already started on this fuzzy winter headband. This headband was inspired off of the Santa hat that I created around Christmas time. When I made the brim for the Santa hat and I was trying it on to see if it fit, I was like, this would be a good headband. So I'm taking that pattern and making a headband with it. I hope that I have enough yarn, because all I have is this ball left for the fuzzy yarn, and I have like 3 skeins of this Crafter's Secret white yarn. So fingers crossed that I can finish it, because this is the last skein of the Burnett Pipsqueak, and I'm not going to get any yarn anytime soon. It snowed so bad yesterday. I'm not gonna go out in that, but it's not snowing today, but it's still a lot of snow outside. Besides that, this crochet headband is the first thing that I crocheted in the year of 2025, and it's been about a week and a half. I don't know, whatever. The last time I crocheted was Christmas Eve, and I started on this January 6th. So it's been a while since I picked up a crochet hook. So this is my first thing that I created. I also want to crochet a snowflake car hanger for the winter, and then I also want to crochet a plushie, and I think it's gonna be probably a polar bear. I was debating between a penguin or a snowman, but I created a penguin before for my sister, and then I made a snowman for my Christmas car hanger, but I haven't created a polar bear, and I think that would be pretty cute. So enough talking, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish crocheting this fuzzy headband. So I don't know if it's hard to notice, but I started off with 10 rows, and I don't know if you can tell, but slowly it's getting wider. I think I'm on 11 rows right now. Let me see. Yeah, it's on 11 rows now. So I'm gonna try to just keep it at 11, because working with this fuzzy yarn is so hard to see my stitches, and I'm just not that good at it. Even feeling the stitches, somehow I added a stitch, but it should be fine. It's still matching up somewhat. It's like a small part that is 10 stitches and the rest is 11, but it is what it is. And what was I gonna say? And I'll check back in with you guys when I'm finished. All right, guys, so that didn't even take me an hour. It took me probably less than 30 minutes. I did eat some breakfast. So this is all the fuzzy yarn. This is all the fuzzy yarn I have left. And then when I did another row, I had this much left. And so I need to stitch it together. So I have to stop right here. I think this should be big enough for my head. I was comparing it to this other headband, and this is how it is. And plus this was really stretchy, so it's able to stretch out. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew it on. Well, sew it together, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I completed the headband. I'm gonna place a picture on the screen of how it looks completed with it on. So it is a bit too tight because I ran out of yarn, but it's fine. It's fine. So next I'm going to move over to crocheting the polar bear and the snowflake, well, the car hanger snowflake. So I'm seeing a pattern right here for the snowflake. That pattern may be, I don't know, it's kind of confusing to me right now. So I'm probably gonna have to watch a video on how to make that, because I think she has video. I'm not sure. Or I'm just gonna have to find a video online on how to crochet a snowflake. For the polar bear, I know for sure I'm getting this one off of Pinterest. So crocheting this guy should be pretty easy.
You are going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first chain to form a ring. And there's the ring. Chain 5 loops, and then chain 2 and double crochet.
So this is how my snowflake is looking right now. It is not looking like a snowflake. So I'm gonna find a different tutorial. So I'm not gonna share it with you guys, the one that I attempted this with. So I'm gonna find another one, and I'll come back when I finish a snowflake. Hopefully I come back with a finished snowflake. All right guys, so we moved back to the crochet studio, and we got us a snowflake car hanger. So here's a closer look. It's definitely not the best looking snowflake, but it's way better than what I had about an hour ago. So I feel like this took me about 15 minutes to make, and I think it will do. So I'm gonna put it on my cart later on today, and we have to get back on making this polar bear. So this is how far I got. I think, yeah, this is still the head, and I have the muzzle right here. So we still have a long ways to go with the polar bear, And the polar bear will be the last thing I make in this video because this is already day 2 of crocheting. Guys, I tried to show you me sewing on his muzzle, but that was just too hard. So this is how he's looking right now. And then I was putting a clip in, deciding between the bigger eyes or the smaller eyes. And at first I thought the bigger eyes looked cuter, but then when I put 2 in there, he looked kind of weird. So I just went with the smaller eyes. So that's how he looks right now, and now I'm just gonna put the backing on his eyes and then finish crocheting him. Okay guys, so I am back and I showed you guys the completed head for the polar bear already, I think, but I also made his 2 ears, and I just finished his body. I don't know why, I guess from the picture I thought his body was gonna be bigger than this, but this is his body, and I guess it has this opening left to sew on his head. So from the picture, I did not see that his body was this much smaller than his head. But right now, I'm crocheting his arms. So I have to make 2 arms, of course, 2 legs, and a scarf. And then I have to assemble it. So guys, it's been a good bit of hours later, and I finally finished everything with the polar bear. So I have his head, his body, his 2 arms, 2 legs, his 2 ears, and his scarf. I thought making this scarf was pretty cool. You just crochet 2 yarn colors together. So that was pretty cool. We're gonna go ahead and put him together. Okay guys, I am all finished with the polar bear. This is how he looks. He's super cute, but I think the scarf chaining 81 was a bit too big for it, because I kind of want the scarf to probably hang to right here. And I did go around twice on his body, so it still is pretty long. But this is my completed polar bear. So in today's video, we crocheted 3 things. Of course, the polar bear, the fuzzy headband, and the snowflake car hanger. We're gonna go ahead and end off today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.